Alrighty, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Big B to the double Z and your boy GTR Mar.
What's good?
What's good, y'all? It is a Monday morning, 12 o'clock. We are out here trying to get y'all a late night video because we got snowed the fuck in Texas and snowed in. How you feel about that, bro?
Man, this is pretty crazy. I've lived here for about 8 or 9 years now. This is the first place I've lived that it didn't snow at. So I kind of lost faith on seeing some real snow around here. We had some snow a few years back.
Damn.
That won't snow.
True.
This
A while back, low key too, it snowed in like just right down the street in Bernie. And that hoe came down hard for them, but yeah.
But here, I never seen this. And then even then, everybody was like, "Oh, it's gonna snow. It's gonna snow Monday." I was like, "Yeah, right." It was gonna be some little half an inch of snow. When it was coming down, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, "This is really San Antonio."
Damn. Yeah, we got ran, bro. Well, everywhere got ran. The whole city of Texas got ran, bro.
Yeah, the whole state.
We've never seen anything like this, so we're sorry if the video is a little late, or not even late. Yeah, it might be a little late. Fuck it. But why we don't have a special guest? We had somebody planned in coming in Sunday, and they were like, "Yeah, bro, I'll show up." Blah 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 blah. And then of course it's freezing. We didn't want our own boy to get hurt. We didn't want no one to get hurt. Trying to just come make a little video. So today you just got the two of us. We're out here. We'll give y'all a little show. We'll get down to talking kind of what we both got working in the future and what we personally are doing. And then that way you can get to know us more personally.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. So getting into more things, did you enjoy the snow, bro? Did you get to go out there?
Yeah, man. I went out there. It was actually, it felt good. Yeah, we're stuck in the house, etc. But it was a nice change of scenery. It was much needed.
Most definitely, bro. And we're lucky to be the few that still has electricity, so we didn't go through nothing like that. So bless up on that. We did low key run out of water, and
yeah, that's been tough. But
it's been tough. I'll tell y'all a funny story real quick. We were just doing that hoe before we walked in, but we were out there filling up cause we have a stupid amount of snow. If you're not from Texas or you didn't see the snow this weekend and you're somewhere else, we got about smooth almost 6 inches. Our patio outside is covered this thick. We walked outside with a jug, started scooping up all the snow to get some more water, to do things like the toilet and simple things like that. It was crazy, boiling water, just melting snow right off our patio. And it was so thick too, smooth. It covered up the whole patio, so we had enough snow for days. And it's nothing that personally I've never seen before. I've never seen snow, and to be able to see something like that was amazing. I know everybody else out there had to have had an amazing time. Drop a comment down, tell us how you enjoy the snow, how you went and spent this amazing day, man, to be honest.
Yeah, see, it's been really good though to see on Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, to see everybody's outside having fun in the snow. And for a lot of them, yeah, this is their first time that they've seen some real snow, and everybody's just so excited for it, bro. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's really crazy. For everybody to almost come together. We're in shitty times and everything, and all this bad stuff is happening and blah blah blah. And maybe you did get screwed over at the end of the day, your electricity was turned off, but it gave you a chance probably to go outside and enjoy. You probably suffering right now, but you better hope you had a fireplace or something like that. But who has a fireplace in Texas? But real talk, your electricity was off, and you probably, your kids went outside, made a slip and slide, went skiing, did whatever they wanted to do out there, and probably enjoyed their day. Their one and only time to see snow. So that's pretty something dope to realize.
See, and then too, it's so much people, they it's this made life slow down just for a sec. Everybody's worried about themselves, doing their own thing. The snow made everybody stop, stay in the house, this is like new experience for all of us. Like,
Yeah.
go outside and fucking mingle and like play in the streets. Like, you're not a grown man who has things to do as well, but like you can't do shit. So enjoy it.
Most definitely. I know we've all been grinding. A lot of people work like, man, every single day. And it just gave you an excuse or a reason to call in a day or two. Maybe it'll be a couple more days. I heard it's supposed to still continue being this cold till Thursday. So we'll see if we have another guest later on this week. But man, it's nothing like you've ever seen out there before. There's definitely something going on out in the world. What do you think is like really going on? Like, what is causing it? Because I think in Austin, I read like earlier today, they had the hottest day since like forever ago and the coldest day since forever ago, all within a week.
Yeah, bro. I'm a strong believer of, global warming. That's definitely real. I think that definitely has part to do with what's going on. I'm not gonna pin the whole thing on it, but I feel like that's a strong factor. That's probably 2/3 of the problem. Besides, like, the things that's just how nature goes. Sometimes I feel like this stuff can be tracked, but like at the end of the day, I think that global warming is fucking up this whole earth, bro.
What do you think they like? Well, there's a couple things, but what do you think that you could do like to reduce that? Like, what do you think is the main source that is causing global warming right now?
The main source, I'd probably say, would be like emissions, like from like the factories that make all that fucking smoke and fumes. Cars,
Small.
there's cars are all over the whole world, and
That's the only way we travel.
Yeah, that's the main way, and like in some places it's so bad where you can see the shit like in the sky. That's,
like in India and China,
something like that. I feel like that's not okay, but like they've adapted too far to that point to where like they adapt to the smog because they don't like there ain't no answer for it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wear my mask and do shit.
In those more condensed areas and
Yeah,
stuff like
that shit's crazy. That's like every man for themselves.
that is true, and like to like not even like come up with like a more effective way to like change those things. And people are so set in like the way we're doing things. And like at least we're moving into like these electric cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro.
Which are like a little bit better, but at the end of the day, you can't like these gasoline cars have been around for so long that they have just like been ingrained in everybody's mind, and they are going to probably run another 10, 20 years maybe down the line.
Even longer, bro.
Yeah, at least.
As long as we have oil that's like we still finding it, they're gonna make sure cars are like drivable, and then too until like an electric car that's like truly affordable for all. Whenever that drops, I think a few companies we're all racing towards that, but whoever gets there first, they're gonna cash out, bro. That's gonna be so much money. If you could get like a fucking Camry for the same price,
I think that's what they were talking about. That Toyota was gonna be like the first people to go out there and make the first affordable electric car. And that'll be revolutionary.
That'll be a game changer.
If that happens, y'all better buy y'all stock in Toyota because they will change the game, man, at that point.
And while you're at it, you might as well buy an electric Toyota.
An electric Toyota, too, while you're at it.
So you can save the earth and save some money.
And do all that.
I feel like, what's the next bad thing from those? There's always going to be something, but I feel like eliminating gasoline to convert to electricity... That's gonna be like they're gonna be chilling for a long time. Minute. Yeah.
And isn't like Amazon committed to doing that too? Like
Amazon
has a whole thing about they're trying to change their trucks to like more effective.
They're trying to get like the goal is to get all of their delivery trucks turned into like either an electric version or like a version that has like a reduced emissions, so like they can like do their part. And it's crazy because they deliver like all over the world, man.
Yeah, bro. So, they're gonna run out the United States Postal Service, bro.
They're gonna contract with the fucking government,
so. And then they're gonna have a monopoly on delivering, bro. That is gonna be ridiculous. Like, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can say like hello to fucking expensive ass fucking pricing.
Yeah, bro. I can see UPS and FedEx one day they're gonna get bought out by Amazon, and then they're just gonna deliver their packages for them. Too.
True. What did it? What did we see on the regular? There's a FedEx that buys out the. Is it a food truck that comes and drops off our packages?
I've never seen it. Wait, a food truck drops off our stuff?
No, what is it? What is it that they rented out? There's like a big old truck that we're like, what is this shit doing here all the time? And it's just the fucking FedEx dude.
Oh yeah, the one that like drives through here. He
had
like
the
whole,
moving truck. He has a
like
whole
a
moving
fucking
truck.
U-Haul.
He has a whole U-Haul all the time just to move around his shit. So like, you know, if they're like out there struggling trying to rent cars
they're
from
struggling where they don't have a surplus of like delivery vehicles. I guess that one
when they need them,
like got messed up, so they had to rent something to deliver packages.
And Amazon got all the Mercedes, right? Them little
Amazon got those Sprinter vans. They got everything. I feel like they got something more than what they like tell us. Of course, 'cause I don't follow them, but like they probably got some semis too. All that a plane.
They do have semis. Isn't that what like the whole like post was about? Was it semi trucks, or like whatever that thing was?
That too, yeah. But I also know Tesla is trying to make an electric semi truck. Whenever
they have a big old truck. Have you seen that video?
Which one? Oh, the fucking Cybertruck.
Yeah, the Cybertruck where it runs out the fucking stupid Ford. But like, bro, that video is so like overrated. Like. You realize that like was a standard ass truck. Like nobody who's like
that's a standard.
That's a standard Cybertruck. It's the one and only Cybertruck, so it's not standard.
Well, I mean that's the goal. Whenever they make it, they're trying to make it standard.
It's
and that's how it's gonna come.
True. And when is it gonna move? Is that gonna be on the market for everybody to buy?
No. You're not.
That's like
the average person. No, it's not gonna be military grade, but it's not gonna be $45,000 either. It's gonna be affordable, but you're gonna have to like try to get in to go pre-order one type shit. You're not gonna just pull up to the dealership and they got like 90 of them sitting there waiting. You know.
That's true.
Because like once they had announced. It was all already sold out for their like pre-sales. Like that shit sold out like that.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah, that happened a minute ago.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That fast.
Mm-hmm.
They just fucking ran them all out like in like record time.
Yeah, so like.
And do you know how much them hoes are going for a price?
I do not recall.
Damn.
But it's gonna be limited whenever they do make it. I don't know. That could be years from now. Or I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't release pre-sales if they weren't somewhat near done.
Yeah, like within a year or two. I mean, who knows? Maybe people are like big ballers are willing to say fuck you.
I also heard that shit went back into like the design, like they were like
they scrapped it. And
not like scrapped it, but like let's change something up. Like we don't know if we fucking with it anymore.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really keep up with them. I'm just going off of what I've heard.
I don't either, to be honest. And like that's because their stock had gone up a lot, and that's the reason why anybody was really looking at it for like the first time, because he had like such an increased amount of growth over the pandemic. It's like, what else are you doing on the side, right? Because like to be growing that consistent over like a pandemic, like who the fuck was buying a car? But if you think about it, so many people bought a car, bro. Like. I feel like the middle class gets so screwed. This is moving to a whole other topic, but the middle class got so screwed in this pandemic because we're like the people who work it all the time, and like a lot of the lower class people, they're like, I know they all were like, fuck it, that we'll just stop working in whatever kind of job we have, and we'll get unemployment. While other people who were like, well, let me continue working, or I'm working at this kind of job, like a nicer job, or like maybe even more of like a mid-level job, and you're like, what is it called, a fucking whatever employee, you know what I mean? And you like stayed working, then you didn't make no fucking money because of that hoe. So it's like,
yeah, bro, this shit's it's kind of rigged.
And they made like $6,000, bro, plus, bro, in that shit. Like, I think one of the dudes was telling us the other day he made like almost like $8,000 off of fucking unemployment. He was making. Let me see. Let me think about it.
Wait. Per check?
Nah, like
or
in
like
total,
oh,
because
okay.
like okay, so it's like how like we're coming up on taxes and people who haven't added it up. So you're getting, let's say you're getting almost an extra $600. So depending on how much you made, blah blah blah, plus an extra $600, you're making, let's say, give or take, like the average person makes $10 an hour. You're in $10 an hour for 40 hours. It's $400 every 2 weeks. That's $800 plus an extra $600.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, yeah, bro. I was on that shit for a little while.
yeah, see, exactly. But like, if
Uh,
you didn't do the tax thing already, like you're getting taxed. But like, if you're getting the extra $600 plus, like, you know, a complete unemployment, blah blah blah, like not like for like the minimum hours thing, you're getting close to like, damn, like $3,000 a month just doing nothing. More, probably more, bro. Like more
mm-hmm.
than what you were making not doing that hell. So people were running the system to
No,
their,
yeah, like I was on it for probably like a month and a half, and even before I got put onto like leave from my job, I wasn't working like every single day full time, but but like the government they're gonna pay me like I was. So I was like, damn,
you're like, fuck it,
yeah.
right? It's
I
free
was,
money.
yeah, I'm like, I'm making more than what I would be if I was working right now. Plus, all the people were sick and shit, coughing and
Yeah, man,
dying.
that shit's wild.
I'm like, I don't want to be there anyways. But when they started to like call people back to the store, they called me and I was like, fuck. I was like, I
Damn.
wanted to milk the system so bad because everybody else was.
But you had to go
But
back to
then I
work.
was like, hey, I gotta go back because I know a lot of times too, like if they find out that you had borrowed too much money from them, then they come back and like take it back from you.
Damn.
You gotta pay it back, and a lot of people were like taking their shit and balling
Running
out.
into the
Yeah,
to the
they
dirt,
were
bro.
running it out, and the next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, you owe us two grand, 3 grand." You're gonna be sitting there like,
What the
"What
fuck?
the hell do I do?" Yeah, exactly. So I like kept it all in like my savings. You know, I had it all there on the side. I'm like, this is mine, but I'm not gonna dip into that until like some months later.
Yeah.
They're not gonna hit me up 10 months later and be like, "Hey, give us the money back from earlier this year." That's just gonna be gone. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, so I kept mine and they never hit me back up for it. So I was like, bet. But then I know a few people who they
Ended
got
up
it.
getting ran by the
Yeah,
in the long run.
they owe them back. Yeah, and I'm
People
like,
just don't know, bro.
they were on it too long.
Damn, bro. And like, if they
But
can't
it's
pay
like
that hoe back right now, then they're gonna get them with the interest and like, blah blah
all
blah.
kinds of shit.
Yeah,
The
bro.
government does, yeah.
They can withhold your checks if you don't pay that hoe.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta do. They're gonna do something to you. Probably not like immediately, but like in the long run. If you don't start paying it off in a decent time, they can fuck you up.
Oh yeah, bro. That would be like so. That's like awful. Like an awful feeling.
Yeah,
But
to be like, I'm under duress. I gotta by the bank. I keep my cash with y'all. You like, hey dog, you not gonna get your money if you don't give us some.
someone, yeah.
Like,
No.
I got bills to pay. They're like, oh, okay.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, bro, that's wild to think at the beginning of this when people were not working at all, like how people were acting, bro,
People
towards
were
the shit.
ruthless,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, like pay that
Especially-
hoe, you're gonna get fucking evicted.
Especially them landlords, all sorts of weird shit going on there. They still trying to go strong arm all their damn tenants over
Yeah.
money that they know they don't have. Like, you're living in the same pandemic I am. You know we can't go to
Damn.
work. Your job, it just happens to be you own this place, so we live here, but we not at work. You know.
Yeah.
So you get paid, but you're like, I still want my stuff. I don't care about y'all. That's crazy.
But that's kind of like an attitude that a lot of people have. Like,
Oh yeah,
they don't care about anybody else. Like, damn,
it's an every man for themselves type of world, bro. For a lot of people.
it is a dog eat dog world, bro. Like, a dog, yeah, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, sometimes
Dog.
you just gotta be that way. I'm not gonna lie.
No, most definitely. There's always times, bro, like where you kind of have to look out for number one and not worry about someone else. And like, there's a fine line, I guess, between knowing too, between like helping someone and being like, you know what, I need to take a step back and like help myself or whatever too.
No, yeah, it's a very fine line, but between it going from you being a nice guy, you like to help others, then like the other side, you'd be like a fucking selfish ass dude, like fucking some fucking jerk or some shit. Who knows? Yeah, like
yeah, bro.
he's on that side. He sticks to his own like his own set of rules, you know. But like it can be swayed. I feel like certain situations put you in either or, but there I feel like there is a few people though that are stuck on that side, stuck on either side.
True. Mm-hmm. I feel like personally I'm more of like a peaceful person until like you get me there. What's that stupid saying? Like, fuck, I can't even think about it. It's like, I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I'll fight for what I love. But like, you know what I mean? Kind of stupid, something like that. But like, you know what I mean? I'll be chilling, and then the moment like lights up, like, and you're like, hey, what the fuck? And then you start singing.
It's like definitely like I'm a very chill dude. I don't got no problems with nobody. If they got a problem with me, that's on their own. There's on their own shit. Just don't, you know. But like I'm like, you know, chilling. But when somebody just does something so fucking stupid to where like it has to be addressed, you gotta just go there. You know you can't just let stuff like that slide sometimes.
You can't let no one fucking walk all over you. Like, you just gotta step them.
Yeah, I definitely had to go learn that shit. You know, when I was younger, maybe I was always like, hello, like the nice guy. Then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? This ain't gonna get me nowhere.
True.
Dog kind of goes up there. Now I'm like, I got myself somewhere a little higher than where I was shooting for. Now I can go back to being the peaceful guy.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I remember I was like fucking, what do you call it? I don't know. I'm like, there's something about me that's a pacifist, but I just get so frustrated sometimes. So like people be saying something, and I remember like I like swung at this kid, and like I just fucking like try to stop midway. And the kid throws his hand out, and he's like, I fucking caught your punch, and I was like, I fucking stopped. You know?
Yeah,
I was like,
I gave you mercy.
I gave you mercy mid punch. I was like, bro, I can't dick this kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like when like people don't understand like the different physicality, like especially when you're younger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was always bigger, like stronger, faster than everybody else when I was like younger. You know what I mean? Like, until I like broke my foot and stuff. Like, I'm still stronger, but like. You know what I mean? Like, I was abnormally, like, different than the other kids. So, like, me, punching the fuck out of some kid, like, could end up, like, a whole lot worse than, like, if he was to... Not saying that, like, size matters, but, like, at the end of the day, like, if I get, like...
Size does matter.
Size does matter sometimes, especially when you're younger, like, whenever, like, you haven't matured into, like, a full adult. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand where my anger can take me to, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, for his safety and my safety, I was like, you know what? Let me not do this.
I'm not going
to take it there. Because I know how, like, angry I can get. I was like, dog, like, you don't understand where this can go. Like, I can take it to that level, but, like, there's no point for me to do that.
Because it's like, you know you can hurt this person.
Yeah.
You know he's not going to beat you.
Exactly.
Why should I just do him dirty like this?
Bro, I did like hella karate and like a lot of shit for a lot of years, and my like dad, he's like a boxer and everything, so I did like a lot of training with boxing and like stuff like that, especially when I was younger, and like, you know what I mean? So like, I'm not like no wuss, I'm not no just random kid like not knowing how to fight. But I was big and I knew how to fight. So it's like you put the mixture of those two against like some kid who's like, I'm from the streets, I know how to fight, blah 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 kind of stuff. Like, I'm end up taking him out. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm like, I get pushed to that edge.
If you're mad, it's just like, so I gotta just get him out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's something that like I've learned to adjust. You know, like you play football and like you get some of your anger out, but like as like you grow older and you like realize like, okay, I don't play football. I don't even work out, to be honest, no more. This shit be helping, but like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot more like, you just have to learn to become more of a fucking peaceful person with like what's happening, because like on the inside you feel like you're at 10, but like on the outside you gotta show like you always like at a 4 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. Like, definitely, that's always been my thing. And that's just how I am. My whole family, they're very chill. All of us, we all could be in the house doing our own thing, just like chilling. Nobody's like tripping, you know. And like, that's always like how it is. I mean, we're still like a happy family and shit, but like everybody is like always just nonchalant, chilling, bro. Nobody's ever pressed about some stuff, and that kind of made me who I am, too. You know, I just be chilling, bro, 24/7. That's my entire life, is not being stressed out, finding ways to make myself less stressed out than what I could be sitting at. You know, because it's like, who wants to be stressed? Like, that's just whack.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely feel that, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like for, like, my first, like, 2 or 3 years of, like, my adulthood, I was, like, under a lot of stress. Because, like, I went to school. I think I, like, tried to pay for, like, school by myself and everything like that. Or, like, of what I did have to pay by myself. Luckily, I had, like, a good amount of scholarships and stuff. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was always pressed, and I've always, like, had that, like, stress on me and stuff like that. But, like, I'm over here living lavishly now. I'm fucking doing what I want, and like I'm like doing that, and like the non-stress is like helping me feel like I can succeed instead of like having that like pressure on you. You know what I mean? Like that like little fucking weight or whatever like that's sitting on your shoulder, and like that whole like gives you like, don't get me wrong, like there's like good pressure and there's bad pressure, because like there's that pressure that gives you like anxiety and you're like, yo, I can't do this shit no more.
That's like doubt and like you know, fear, shit. Like,
yeah, that kind of like that's not the good pressure. Like, or I mean, that's not the bad. Like, that's bad pressure. But like good pressure is like having like, I don't know how to like put it, like having like deadlines and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of like good pressure.
Like having a sense of like urgency to like to yourself. So you don't get all too nonchalant and just like relax, and you don't set yourself up to like be where you want to be and still act the way you wanted to act, you know?
Yeah. Finding a good balance, I guess, is like a good word too. Exactly. Because like there's the times to like where you're like, okay, I have to do this, then and there, and you like realize like, okay, the pressure's on, but like you take care of business. And then there's other times where you're like, okay, I have this 5-10 hour, or like you said, like we just had like a whole fucking day where we all got to relax, where a lot of people were like probably like, bro, it's a fucking Monday, I gotta go to work again, and everybody woke up and was like, yo, bro, I don't have to actually low-key do shit today. So
exactly, bro. That was me. I was like, I woke up at like 9 a.m. preparing myself to have to go out there and fucking possibly like dig out my tires from that got like snow there, like get the snow and ice off my car, then risk my life to drive like 8 miles down the road
on a highway
for what? Yeah, exactly. I'm like, luckily right before I was about to go call in, I wasn't gonna go to work. There was no chance. I was gonna call in, but right as I was going to, they called me and were like, hey, you don't gotta pull up no more. So I was like, weight off my shoulders. I was like, I can live to make it to another day, guaranteed. I don't think I'm gonna get ran in my house. Knock on some wood.
Knock on some wood.
Yeah, but like, yeah. But I do have to go back tomorrow though. Hopefully they call me again before I have to go.
Yeah, man, it's supposed to get really bad since like all that ice is like melting. That shit's supposed to freeze, and then we're supposed to get fucked. But we'll see.
Because low key, like all the ice happened when it was barely below freezing, of course, and then it got even colder and the snow showed up, and now that it's still that just as cold, that ice is definitely gonna show up, and I'm gonna be like, damn.
That's true.
Honestly,
well, it's supposed to get up to like 54 on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, it's supposed to get back down to like 17. So tell me it's not supposed to like
Why is 50? Wait, that's weird. Why is one day it's gonna get hot and back? See,
It all goes back to global warming, bro.
this is that's not cool. Well, first of all, it's fucking February. Like next month, in some weeks from now, it'll be spring break.
Yeah.
It don't feel like it.
It don't feel like. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I was like, is Miami really the move?
I think it is. See, I wanted to go to Colorado, but after we've had this snow, I'm like, I feel like I've seen enough of snow. The snow was cool in moderation. The snow's gonna be here for as long as we would have been there in Colorado. So, so now I'm like, I want to go somewhere like warm and like tropical. Not tropical, but like it's a different biome.
That's true.
Than San Antonio.
What about Louisiana?
Somewhere like Mardi Gras or some shit. I don't know when the hell that is. When is that?
The hell's around spring break. I think it's like a week after. That might be the move.
Is that the move, guys?
Even though it's COVID, bro, just bring like a mask and hella
I'm gonna wear a mask. I'm gonna wear a mask over my mask, a festive mask. I'm just there to be somewhere other than San Antonio for a little bit, and to get drunk. I don't want to mingle with those other guys out there. I know there's gonna be a whole lot of no masking going on over there. That ain't the move.
What state you really think does like the most no masking?
Florida.
I really do think so. That too.
Yeah, definitely Florida.
There's a lot of rich white people who just think that they probably don't have to.
Yeah, their shit opened up so long ago.
Our boy CB Mo said that shit too, low-key.
Yeah, I'm like that's yeah. I mean, I just want to see the beach. Honestly, that's all I want to do. I don't care where I go. I just want to go to the beach, preferably not South Padre, because we've been there too many times, and it's not the move no more. But it's still a nice beach.
I want to see that low key, that fat ass pier that they built.
I want to see that. Yeah, last time I was there,
they were making that pier.
They just started that shit.
So I want to see if they finish that whole. That shit should be lit.
I kind of want to go there now, but I can't spend my. I can't do it. No. Yeah. So I want to go somewhere else.
Summer and chill, but
yeah, we can definitely go there, but not for spring break. That's not. Well, at least that's not my plan.
I think the move is. Damn, bro, I really don't know what the move is.
At this point.
It's really hard because of that, like, COVID shit, bro. COVID's been a pain in everyone's ass.
We gotta take a trip out of the, like, country.
What about New Mexico? I don't know what the fuck's in New Mexico.
That's not the move.
It's shout cool. out the people in New Mexico.
Yeah, I was out there for some days once. It's a cool place. It was even more cold than here.
Damn.
Yeah. It was cold.
I think everywhere gets kind of colder than here. It's fucking weird. It's pretty warm here. But what about Vegas? How about that? You down?
I heard they were shut down.
Damn.
But I don't know. If they're not, I'd kind of be down for
bro,
it.
Bro, low-key, I feel like I saw someone leave to Vegas like a couple of days ago.
I've seen a few people go to Vegas, bro.
Yeah, right. And it's like,
see, I'm hearing it shut down. I see people actively go and come back.
I think the big things are shut down. Like the big hotels are shut down, but like there's little shit. Well, there's always like something to do in Vegas. You can talk about, you know what I mean?
Vegas would be fun. I'd be down for Vegas. Bro, either Vegas, Florida.
You can do a lot of gambling. What about this?
Is that the move right now?
We go to Oklahoma.
Hell no.
Okay, hear me out. Okay, ready?
Okay.
3 things. 1, legal weed. 2, also casinos. 3, not that far.
Tiger King.
What?
Joe Exotic. If that's the kind of guys that are up there, I'm
fucking weak. Yeah, that's kind of true too.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, bro, you can't beat a whole fucking fat ass fucking casino, bro.
I feel like
It's
that's
like
not a spring break in Oklahoma. Like that's the.
I feel like that hoe would
bro.
be popping, bro. But
yeah,
low key.
I
But
feel like there's gonna be some people up there, but I don't know if that's the move. That's like the real play, you know.
third, I can pick up a car.
And go where?
Huh? I'm gonna trade in my car right now.
Oh,
I'm trying to make some power plays.
You're gonna trade in your car,
and I'm gonna get a 350, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
fucking beef that hoe up. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, see, that's
I
the
was
thing
gonna
too.
be like, you go in, get like a Mercedes. I hop in the back seat. We can go to somewhere lit.
There's no backseat now.
And exactly, I know.
Yeah.
If you get that,
Is that the power?
50Z,
Is that the power move though? Is to move into like a 350Z. Like, see, look. Here's the thing. I think I don't really care how fucking fast my car goes. I like the ability to drift. That's kind of stupid lit. Like that's what those cars are known for.
But like,
And they're like little speedsters. They have a nice little V6 in them hoes, right? And then they just have like nice bodies too. So like you just look at them hoes and you're like, damn, bro, look at that hoe. That hoe look clean. And like you can like beef that hoe up and they hold like really good value still in the market. Like if you have like a Nismo edition, them hoes still go for 20,000, and they stopped building them hoes in 2008.
Yeah, like it's for sure like a certain niche vehicle. I used to have
I feel like it's a flex.
it amongst whoever like likes that kind of stuff.
That's true too.
But when I was like growing up as a kid, I used to have like a remote control car. It was that same car, bro. It was a silver 350 or 370Z.
The 370s are nicer, but those hoes cost more than my car. Which it's like I can wait and low key buy a 370, which sounds kind of nice too. But it's like then I'm like aiming for like a low end 370 instead of just getting like a nicer 350. Because I saw like a couple for like under $40,000. And it's like, damn, that's kind of a power move. And then you get to sit there and like fuck with it. You know what I mean? Every single day you like put more shit on that hoe. Once you get it to 60,000 miles, then you can like trade that hoe in. And then like some like high schooler that's like
no,
rich,
it's always a high
it's
schooler.
always a high schooler is gonna be like, I'm in love with the
He's
car.
gonna be like, I need that car.
I need that shit. Look at it's lit over. It has like whatever. And you know what I mean? And you're like, you put your time and effort in that hoe.
Take the keys. His parents were like, fuck it.
Exactly, yeah, bro. And that's like a dope feeling too, because you know you put like a lot of time and effort, and like the kid doesn't, and then at the end of the day, you're gonna make money off of it. But like,
yeah,
that's
especially
like
especially if the kid tries to add to what you did.
So yeah, then
he's probably gonna 100% chance that the kid's gonna end up fucking it up in the long run, but
99%.
But it's a good experience for him. It's always how I see it end. The kid will be perfectly fine. He's not gonna get hurt, but the car's gonna be totaled in some way.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, almost 100%. Right? Yeah, like it's always like that, bro. They take them cars out, especially your first car, bro. We all crashed our first car.
I don't have my first car anymore.
No one has.
Wasn't my fault, but definitely don't have it.
True. Fucking. But that one, yeah, that one definitely wasn't your fault. Mine. I low-key was trying to run from the cops. Not really. I don't even remember. I like.
Wait, what?
So like, peep this. We're all going to lunch, and I think I was hurt like at the time from like football, and I'm like on varsity and everything, and like I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like I never get to dip to lunch, but I'm gonna go dip and hang out with like my homeboys, and I was like, where y'all at? And they had already left, but I had like cause like football gets out of like football practice like mid-lunch, bro, probably a little bit later, and then they're like, oh, you got 5 minutes to eat lunch, and then you go to lunch, right? So since I was injured, I was already done. They were like, you can go stand outside, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go fucking stand outside to do like nothing, you know what I mean? I was like, I think I had a hurt foot or like something like that, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna dip to lunch, fuck it. So I go to dip to lunch, and I fucking drive out, bro, and I think I like tried to pass, like I didn't try to, but like it was like red, yellow, red. You know what I mean? Like right there, like
it was about to turn red.
Yeah, like it was about to turn red, and I kind of like went through that hole a little quick, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I saw his lights, and I was like, "Damn, I'm not even supposed to be taking my lunch off of my car off of lunch because I had like my fucking car like junior year. So like,
yeah,
or like sophomore year. One of those two. You know what I mean? I was like younger than I was supposed to be.
Yeah, you didn't have your real license yet.
No, I had my real license. I had my real license since I was 16. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I think I had mine at 16 or 17.
Yeah, it was 16 because like, well, it was my junior year, but like I was still 16 because my birthday's late as fuck. Or your birthday's late as fuck too. Yeah. So, anyways, I was like, fuck it, fucking dipped in like that shit, bro, and boom, bro. I was like, I fucking tried to run from the cop. I saw his lights turn on, and I think he was chasing my boys because they had gone through that whole, like, well, I didn't know this at the time, but they had gone in front of me like at 90 miles an hour through that bitch. So I was like, what the fuck? So I like was like so far behind him.
You were like, oh,
so I was like, I panicked. I gassed that shit and fucking zoomed. And then like I was coming to a stop sign and I fucking stopped, looked both ways, and then the car went and I was like, fuck. And boom, hit the shit out of him. But I was so scared from the cops. Also, I've been playing GTA way too fucking much, like in those last couple of days. But like that shit was fun. Like it wasn't funny, but like I like hit the fuck out of him. I opened the car door like so fucking quick. Went over there and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he just looked at me. He's like, "Fuck you."
Who'd you hit? Some random dude.
Some older guy, bro. Like he was just trying to go home. Like you know that road right there in the back down Wiseman, headed towards like Briscoe's right here, and you know like if you come up here and on the left is Brennan. Yeah, like right at that point. You know how like if you go straight there's that neighborhood? Yeah, I think he went straight and I was like not assuming for him to go straight because I was like, who the fuck ever goes straight? And boom. I was like, fuck.
Damn, bro.
So that was like the first car accident I ever got into. I was like, that blew him, but it is what it is. Dude drove his car away. So couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, he probably ain't have insurance, man.
Nah, low-key he did. I think he like tried to sue me or whatever, but
he tried to sue you.
Yeah, that was.
He was trying to go come time. Up on some money real fast.
Yeah, bro. He was like, "Hey, bro, fuck
this it.
This little shit killed me."
Yeah,
he's like, "I'm dead."
He's like, "I'm old. My back already hurt."
You know what he told me, bro? This was the funnier part. He comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, bro, I just got my car appraised. I was gonna get it sold." I was like, "Fuck." That was not sold now. I was like,
you ruined his whole come up. He was about to go in and get the best price for his car, sell it.
Hell no,
you went there and blew that shit to pieces.
That shit. High key, bro. He had a nice car. I assume at the time because I remember I hit it. It was a Honda Accord, I think, too. I think I was a Honda and his was a Honda too. And that shit had fucking like fall down blinds that blew on the windows and everything. Them hoes puffed up so you wouldn't hit the glass. I was like, damn.
You made his airbags come out? That's what
I ran the fuck. No, bro. Like, I ran his shit, bro. Like, I was
wait,
boom.
Wait, so did yours come out from out of your steering wheel?
No, dude. I should have died, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. Like, I hit the shit out of him, like, straight up with the front of my car. No fucking airbags came on, bro. I was just boom. I was like, I just remember seeing him because for some reason, I feel like my brakes didn't stop or something like that. Or, like, it was like payback. Like, life was like, was like, you're a bitch, bro. And I was like, because I remember stepping on the brakes and I'm like, fuck. And I pulled the like brake too, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And just boom, and I hit him, and I fucking had like my hands on the wheel, and I was like,
"You felt yourself like collapse."
I didn't realize, like I kind of went boom. I was like, "Fuck, I'm good," and I fucking turned, and I was like, "You good?" Like I turned like and got out the car like fast as fuck, and I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, "Oh, I'm good," like.
Yeah. You're like, I'm fine for what I think.
For like what I thought was good.
I gotta make sure this guy is not dead, or I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, I already knew I was fucked. I was like, I'm dead. And then they come up to me and they're like, "Are you good? Are you sure you're not hurt? Like, your airbags didn't go off." I was like, huh? Like,
yeah, you're like, what's an airbag?
Yeah, I was like, is an airbag supposed to like go off whenever like fucking?
Oh yeah, I guess not.
I guess not. Yeah. Fucking just ate that shit like it was nothing, bro.
Fucking yeah, bro. Crash dummy style, just like.
Yeah, mom came and picked me up. She was like, "You still want to drive?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm down."
You're like,
yeah, bro. And then like, you know how I told you I was hurt, so I was like, I fucking go in the next day, and like, the coach that came in like the day before coming in asking like, when are you almost out? When are you almost out? Right, blah 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 blah. And that's why I did, because he had made me salty anyways. But he's like, when are you almost out? You've been in here for like forever, and I had like a broken foot. I was like, low key, it's my last day, right? So then that's what I did. I was like, let me take advantage of it. I was like, fuck that dude, right? I was like, I have to deal with his ass tomorrow. And then I got in the car accident, so I'm in the fucking thing again, and I'm like, ran. I have like a shitload of shit just like fucking going off on me at the same time. And he's like, what the fuck? He goes, I thought you said it was your last day. I know, and I was like, I got in a car accident, asshole. Like, fuck you. And he was like, okay. And then he just went on to the next dude. I was like, yeah, bro, you can't fucking tell me shit, dog. Like,
you still thought it was your last day. You come back in, you're even worse.
I was like, dude, I ate that shit. Like,
yeah, you're like, my airbags didn't come out. I will not be playing.
I was
I will not be playing on a Friday.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know, not even like actually worried about me. He was like, hey, why the fuck aren't you out there?
Like he was out there trying to go figure out, okay, how is this offensive line gonna look? He was like, hold up.
Bro, he wasn't even the offensive line coach, bro. He was like the defensive line coach, bro. Shout out that defensive line. They suck. Fucking, that shit was a joke, bro. That's a whole nother conversation.
It's a whole other story.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, bro, that's why I don't. Actually, I fixed up the car too, bro. We went and picked that hoe up from the fucking yard, the shop that night, bro. We fucking put it up on like a little fat ass truck, a like towed little truck, and then like that hoe got fixed up, and then my sister drove that shit.
Oh, what now?
Nah, she don't drive that hoe now. She bought a brand new car.
I'm about to say, wait.
Nah, low key, bro. Okay, so look, they bought the car for $3,000. Blah 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 blah. I remember they fucking got the car fixed. We got the car fixed twice because I crashed that hoe. She crashed that hoe. And on after she crashed that hoe on the third one, they were like, or like right before the like third crash, she was like, okay, I need to go get a new car. Like, you know, this one's a piece of shit. So they like were like, oh, it's like a Honda Accord 1999, good condition, blah 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 blah. And they're like, okay, no problem. Well, the car, like originally whenever I got it, like it was like everything had like been done pretty good. Like he had found all the matching pieces. He would like have the stripes like almost in line and everything. But by the time it was hers, the hood was like a different color. The fucking other like little fender had like a missing little stripe because it like didn't match the other one. There's PS5 stocks alert, so go get yourself a PS5. You might have to try that out. Like,
low key, I do need that PS5, bro. Nobody have bought me one. I gotta buy one myself.
Damn, bro.
No, we good.
He's like, we're good. I got
yeah, it's fine. I can buy it. I just gotta figure out who the fuck has one. Every time I try, it buys out, and I haven't tried in like some months, bro. I kind of gave up. I'm about to. I'll try to get a PS5 whenever I can go to the store and buy one off the shelf.
What if I said I could buy you one right now?
For how much?
Damn, never mind. Something went wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how quick. If I would have done it the first time I looked at it, bro, I bet you that hoe that came through. That should have been crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. PS5s, I didn't know they were still going that hard at them.
I didn't know they were either.
I was like, it's been weeks. Like, you know, I didn't think it was gonna be going that quick. I was like, maybe like a minute or two later, but. Hey, man, fuck it. I mean, at least they're releasing them in waves, bro. That's the good thing. It's like they're still coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
they're still coming. I feel like
that's why like people like you weren't worried, bro. You're like, okay, I'm enjoying my PlayStation 4. I know a lot of my friends don't even have a PlayStation 5, so like, why even trip? Like, and all those dudes who have like bought a shitload, unless someone's kid was throwing a fucking fit and their mom's a fucking pussy ass bitch, and they were like, oh yeah, I'll toss over like $1,500 for a fucking PlayStation. Then like, you know, everybody I feel like has held strong. They're like, fuck that, I'm not gonna pay for that hoe. Or like, unless you're a content creator. If you're a content creator and you still pay that hoe, you're even a bigger pussy, because like, I feel like you should know where like you came from. Like, you understand how it is to struggle. Why the fuck would you make some like piece of scum like money? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's kind of stupid.
Yeah. I also feel like a lot of people we just don't have no dang choice but to wait. Either we pay it whenever we do finally find one for like $4.99, or we go buy one on off of like some hype beast site or off of eBay for like 1,500. Next thing you know, you paid 3 times what it cost you if you just waited patiently, you know.
Yeah,
unless you're that impatient where you gotta play that shit right now, then go for it. But like, I don't know, bro. I know I ain't paying 1,500.
Damn, bro.
For anything, yeah.
My mom was telling me that one of her friends was trying to buy a PlayStation, and like she had like heard that I had a PlayStation, and she was trying to get her godson or something like that a fucking PlayStation. He's like 6, bro.
You don't even need that.
You don't even need that hoe, bro.
You're
gonna spend $500? Like, fuck no. I told my mother, I was like, bro, straight up, I'm not finna fucking tell you.
You're like, tell her not to do it.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, that's bullshit. I'm like, I'm not gonna like do that to fucking the people in the world like who actually need that one. I was like, you know, she's just gonna be another head that's gonna get in that hoe late, wait around, and not one, get that hoe. 2, even if she does get that hoe, it's going to like not a useful, like basically a useless cause. You know what I mean? He doesn't have an 8K, 4K plus TV. He's gonna play on like a little shitty TV, and what a whole fucking even if if they're buying a PlayStation 5, he's probably not playing on that shit via TV. But like, damn, bro, like you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that kid, he don't need to be addicted to games like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Because he's in like 1st, 2nd grade.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, I know. Well, I mean, that's for everybody. But when I was in that grade, I had games. Honestly, I only knew how to play one game, and that was fucking Halo 2. Just because that was the only game that was ever loaded into the machine, you know. So I didn't even know how to even work a video game console back then. I feel like kids nowadays probably know how.
All I knew was how to play was Mario Kart on the GameCube and Smash Bros. And then that was about it until I got shit out of like in high school. I think I played 2K, and then that was about it. And then now that's all I fucking do is play video games, which is kind of crazy. But like, yeah, bro, I feel like I got introduced to games so fucking late. But like, I played football every single day, so it's like I never found time for video games. But like, my love for video games is like intense because I don't fucking know why that shit's crazy to me. I never played that hoe. Like, you know what I mean?
They're fun, bro.
Yeah, bro, that shit's addicting.
Yeah, it's like some people, I don't know, some people break it down a little further than what I would say that I'm at with it. A lot of people, they say, they love video games because it's like it's like an escape from like your reality. Be in the dreams world. I feel like I don't play games to get that kind of feeling. I play a game because that shit's fun to fucking play. I can play it with my friends. It's made nice, you know. I'm not trying to like pretend to be somebody else for a little bit or something, you know.
True. I feel like that sense of being the best too. Like when when you play like Fortnite or like even Call of Duty now that they have like that shit, but like when you play like a battle royale, that sense of like kind of completion, like you're like, dude, I fucking did that shit. Like all of us as a group, I guess you can even say, like we all worked together and we like did something. That little like satisfaction, that little like sense, we all strive for that hoe. So like that hoe's like
sometimes, yeah,
and like yeah, bro, that victory, fucking, victory. That little sense
everybody
of victory
wants
too.
to, yeah, because like you can best 20 other humans and at the same game. We got the same controller, and I was the best one out of the group, you know. That's a good feeling. But like,
true,
there's some people who don't get that and they still like the video game. They dog shit at it.
That's true. And I feel like I find more pleasure in games that aren't like pay to win too, bro. Like that shit, like that shit's like lit.
That's
so, like,
because that's like, never the move.
Yeah, that's never the move. Like 2K, bro. 2K and Madden are the most god awful games in the face of the earth. Like they are literally like have ruined the whole like gaming, and it's because at the end of the day, it's a game based on a game, so it's not like it needs to make more money than like a normal game because it doesn't make like I guess apparently enough money, even though it makes like a shitload of money and they both fucking blow. You know what I
They
mean?
make they have their shit set up.
They must waste too much money on like who the fuck knows trying to buy what, bro. But
they don't. I feel like they don't spend no money. The fans and
exactly.
the fans in the crowd have looked the same since in every game. I'm waiting for the day where if you play 2K, Madden, FIFA, anything, they took the time to at least put humans in the actual crowd.
I think Madden low-key did that into the updated version of the PlayStation 5. You haven't seen that hoe because you just haven't seen that hoe. But yeah, bro, they were talking about that hoe, that and the weather. Like, they both look really different. And then, like, the feel on the PlayStation 5 on the controller is, like, really lit. But that's something, like, the PlayStation did. That's not something that, like, the game did. The game just adapted that and, like, enhanced their game based off of that. But that's not, like, you can't give, like, the game's props for that because that's not something that they did. They've literally left everybody hanging on, like, shitty games because they know at the end of the day they don't have to make a good game. And they're, like, to win even in the games you need to spend lots of money, bro, and that's like not the move.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, bro, I don't know.
That's why games like Rocket League and like Fortnite too, because Fortnite took like a whole aspect of building, bro, where you had to grow like good at something else. Everyone's played shooters before, but not a lot of people had to like build or like adapt it to building, so that gave like a whole new aspect to like playing like battle royales, I guess you would say, or even like Apex, like the powers and shit like that. But that's the same thing as like you could say Overwatch or other things like that. And like those hosts took like your ability as like a single individual and like learning their things or like adapting to it. Like in Rocket League, those people who are able to like pull off moves, bro, they're like they have such a sense of muscle memory in their thumbs to make little adjustments on moves. And like people who play like shooters, the adjustments that they make to like get headshots, to do whatever, like using the person's abilities in like incredible ways. Like that's like incredible to see people and like adapt and like do things like that and like learn actually how to become a good player at something instead of just fucking I'm rich, so here's $200 and I can
and now you
cross you up and throw a basketball in the air and it goes in.
Yeah, bro, that's one thing that I've like learned. That's a game that I've grown up with my entire life. Was like, you know, COD. I play a lot of that. I honestly I think that I'm like pretty fucking nice at it. Like it's just fun to like say that you go play a game, you get like, you know, 30 kills, you die 8 times. I'm like, damn, that's a dub. I just killed 30 other grown men, not in real life, but in the game, and it's like I am better than them. Like that's all that game really is like every match I'm better than the other people on my team and on the other team.
Damn.
That's all. Yeah, I mean that's all pretty much all what like multiplayer games are about.
And that like that goes back to saying like getting out like aggression like or whatever, bro. That sense of competition, like you know what I mean, like it like helps. Like I feel like that's why every guy does it. We all like to compete and everything, and stuff like that. We're all men, and like that whole like balances that whole out, bro. We're over there every single day, like doing that shit, like. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're playing with your boys, you're like, hey, bro, I got fucking 12 kills. You got fucking 2. You fucking suck. You know, or like, whatever.
You know, it's
you know
like,
what I mean? Yeah.
You're competing against somebody else. You're competing against your own friends, your own teammates. You're competing against anybody, like everybody.
Yeah.
The world is a competitive thing. So we make competitive games and sports to occupy ourselves.
Our times, bro. Yeah. That's really crazy, like, to imagine that we all started with like some simple things like running in circles and shit, like in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then have you ever seen like
rocks? And, like a lot of the sports that we do now, it came from back then. They did a lot of that.
Who could throw the rock the furthest, a stick the furthest?
Discus, all that shit. They invented that shit. That ain't something.
Yeah, bro, hammer throw. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And they was doing it like they had the real Olympics.
And is that not like the biggest event that like goes on? I feel like everybody watches the Olympics, or is that just something that we are more interested in because we're like the best at it?
I think that and the World Cup. Those two might
You
be.
think more people watch the World Cup than the Olympics? See, because now that I think about it,
I think they do.
I would think so too. But it's hard to say too because the Olympics overall, you have so many more events. So like, would you count the views on all events?
But I guarantee you, a lot of people, the average person who watches, they only watch the same few. Because I find new events in it every year just by me getting bored enough to scroll through the channels. But everybody tunes in to watch the soccer, basketball, and like swimming. You know,
the swimming one.
Like
I just feel like because there's so many swimming ones, but
like nobody watches like the Olympic shooting, like like contests, like. A lot of people probably don't even know that's even in there, like the archery. Like nobody's watching that.
Bro, if y'all watch that hoe and he disrespected y'all, don't fucking.
I'm saying it.
Don't let it bother you.
No, I'm saying it because I've watched it and like I was like, this is a thing. Like,
bro, people be on that hoe, bro.
People be on it. That's the thing.
I want like, it's like a drug, bro. Almost like I don't know what it is. I would wake up like when ever since I was like in high school, and maybe it's because we had like summer off and there's like nothing else to watch. But like I would wake up and I'd be like, "Bet Olympics," and I could sit there and you just put that hoe on and you're like, "What are you watching now?" And you're like, "I don't even fucking know." Like this shit's on, and like you just leave that hoe on, and I was like, "Is this what happens in like every other household?" Like you go like even when you go to restaurants, bro. Like I feel like when the Olympics go on, when you go to a restaurant, you're like, "Oh look, the Olympics are on," and you're like, "Bet," and you like watch that hoe. That's just so interesting because they're like. That hoe is like being like we're going back to like the video game thing, like you're becoming best at like something like so little, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, something that we don't do in our lives and we wouldn't fathom being the best in like the whole world at it. And this one person right here he's trying to prove he's the best person out of all these other nations in the world.
And he's dedicated his like time.
He put his time in life to knowing how to shoot a fucking speed rifle or how to throw a fucking discus or
bro, anything.
There's
bro.
so much stuff, bro.
Like,
I find these stuff. Like,
there's
every time I watch the Olympics, I find multiple new sports where I'm like, this is a thing.
Look, we'll drop it right here. We'll put a little thing right here, and we'll put how many actual events are in the Olympics. We'll look that up, and then that's. I bet you. Take a guess. Drop a comment, which I think it is. We'll drop it a little bit later. Then we'll drop it like after we take a guess. How many do you think are actually in there?
How many sports do I think are in the Olympics? I say there is 72 sports.
72 different sports?
Yes.
Or 72 different events? Because like sports and events are different things. Would you say? Because like running, there's like 16 different running events in that hoe alone.
No, yeah, but overall, it's like all gonna be within track and field, you know. And then it goes to like you get the like gold for doing this or that.
Is like running
just like
and
just
hurdles
like
two different ones?
You could. No,
that's why I say you have to go with events because how many people actually get gold medals? That's why you have to go with how many different events and how many different gold medals. So that's what you would have to come down to. How many?
Yeah, like okay, with all that, but then that's like hard because then like, let's say you do wrestling for each different weight class. There's like eight different weight classes. You have men's, women's, like that's all. That's
what I'm saying. Like, so how many events do you think there really is?
It has to be like
because they have to show that all on TV or whatever. So that's what I'm saying.
On something, yeah.
Yeah, on something. Someone's watching it. Someone's there because people will show up to all these events.
That's at least probably like
1,200.
1,200 events.
I would say 1,200. I think that's my guess.
I say 850 events.
850 events?
Yeah.
Alright. The real answer is right here. That, bro, I feel like that's crazy. And that was supposed to still happen, or they ended up postponing it, do you know?
They postponed it, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's misfortunate. But all the people who trained so hard all year.
That's the sad part. Hopefully they're on like salary still. They're on some sort of payroll. Because they dedicate their whole lives to training.
They get, what is it called, sponsors, bro. That's all it is, because you're on the biggest stage on the world. So if you're wearing like Nike, then that's where you're making your money from. Because I think you run, like, I don't know. Do you really make money from running an event like
no? Yeah, I think like that championship? They do. Like I had thought, say like for like the basketball, like I just thought if you make it onto Team USA, you get paid for your time there, because like you gotta live like somewhere else and travel on their own like accord. It's not like,
okay, we'll
you
have
gotta
to
go book your own flight over there. And
we'll have to look into that whole shit. Yeah,
because you're a part of this team. They pay for your time, I think. I don't know how much. That's the thing.
And then if you win, you think you make more money?
Most definitely.
It's definitely in a contract.
Definitely, because you're playing more games.
Bro, there has to be another YouTube video or something about this, but I'll look into that hoe.
Yeah.
That hoe is definitely something crazier, because like there's like, I feel like there's a lot of jobs out there that people seem like as like glamorous jobs, or like you would assume. Like I remember one that like is real crazy. It's like Disney World, bro. Disney World has like their princesses and shit like that. They all fucking get dressed, and their makeup and all that shit, it has to be done by themselves. And like you would assume someone would help them get dressed to make them look all nice and like stuff like that.
I would think
before they go out to that little like to, you know what I mean, to step out in that hoe, and they have to learn how to do all that shit by themselves, which is kind of crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like at least one person that would be like, she's like the main like makeup person, and she's like, yeah, you come see me, and I got like all of y'all, like, you know, or I don't know. It's kind of weird because that place is also so massive that it's kind of like, it's kind of crazy, but like that's kind of one of the things where it's like your own job, your own kind of like.
See, look, this is how I see it. Like for them to have that situation, it's like at the end of the day, that's like one less person that they have to go pay money to. Like if you hire somebody who's blonde and can be fucking Tinkerbell or whoever the hell else, it's like, if you like, you must know how to do your makeup like this. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna learn how to do it, or like they're gonna show up knowing that they can do that to look like her. So they just pay her and they don't have to pay nobody else.
No, that's not actually how that happens either. So the irony of that is I do know how that like how they like hire people. So they actually go to school for that shit, or like training for that shit,
like
bro.
To be like an actual,
yeah, bro.
To actually be like an actual fucking
performer, I guess you could call it, because they could do anything, like depending on like who you would look like, or you know what I mean, anything, I guess, really. So a lot of people like, they're like, oh, like, you know what I mean, like they probably let in like so many students. Like I remember like my neighbor across the street to my right, like that goes at the angle, his aunt, which is like, she was young because we were in high school, but she was only like 18, 19, and she had dipped to go do the hell because she had like really like enjoyed that shit, and she was like, yeah, like you have to go do like all this kind of training, and like I had like a fat crush on her. I was in high school, and you know, she was older. I was like,
you were like, oh, of course.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like sitting there chatting it up with her, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And she starts telling me all that hoe. She's like, yeah, like you go through this like school, and you're going to have to do all this, and then like all that just to become a princess. And I'm like, damn.
But
it's like,
did she though?
She stayed over there like low key, like I want to say like a year to a year and a half. Somewhere around there, bro. Maybe almost 2 years. Because I think she was leaving and I was going into my senior year. So at that time I didn't really care. And then after that I left to college. And then all I know is like whenever I moved back home, I started seeing her like around Lucky. And I was like, damn, hey, what up, mommy? So like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But she was chill. I think she made like a YouTube video, like a YouTube channel too, like in high school. And I think I used to be subscribed to her. I might still be. You can't look through my subscriptions though, so don't go through them hoes. But like, yeah, bro, like, fucking, she was lit. So like, she obviously, like, you could tell. I think she had this funny ass thing, bro. She made this fucking whole video on her YouTube, and it was for like a class for. She went to Northern Vista for being like film and art too, or something like that. And she had done one about being poor, being homeless, and like the video looked so real because it was like a documentary. They thought she was really homeless. I was like, damn.
Well, wait, but she's not homeless.
She's
right?
not homeless.
Okay,
yeah.
making sure.
She lived.
Like,
I just told you she lived across the street.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened after that year.
Nah, that was before like she left. So I mean, I haven't talked to her since she's been back. But I mean, I'm assuming she would have some awesome stories to tell. Fucking, either she went through the school or she like actually got to be a princess.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to know.
The next time you see
her
somewhere,
right? I might have to slide over and be like,
hey, you were like, so what happened?
Slide on the podcast. Haha.
Hey, if you want to be on this podcast too, be the next guest, anything, if you feel like you have something interesting to say, get back to us, man.
Most definitely.
We can always use some more guests.
We are free always, all the time. Slide in either or one of our messages. Hit us up. We're always open. We always have time. You want to have some kind of platform to speak out on what you feel like you got going on or what you got to tell the world. Just DM one of us. Drop us a little message. Drop a comment. Whatever you got to do. But don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. We're going to be letting y'all go, I guess. Big B to the double Z out.
And your boy GTR Mar.
And we'll catch y'all next week on another episode, or later this week on another episode. Deuces.
Good night.